I am. Yo, it's cool when you just lay here. You just fall back, chill on the floor. Enjoy watching, y'all. Diane, what's good? Malik, what's good, homie? Assalamu alaikum, brother. I want some more people to get on here and share it out. Malik, you see the video I did last night, man? About survival skills. We're not done yet. I told y'all before, all my videos, if you ever watch my shows, I want you to always watch. I'm going to play music for y'all. Every track that I play speaks for me. Every track that I play speaks for me. And I wanted to speak for y'all because it's a message in it. Just seeing you in the old video with Professor Griff. Yeah, I brought Professor Griff to Philly years ago. I brought him to Philly that was years ago. Damn, that's an old joint. Damn. Old dipper, boy. So listen, I want some more people to get on here. I want y'all to share this out. I hope none of these new people come on here and try to do it again, because every time they get on these threads, I know they're not used to this kind of conversation. And they jump on and they've been watching these other cats on YouTube. So I'm just relaxing on the floor before I get up. But before I go into this, I always love to play songs. If anybody ever followed my radio shows, they know exactly how I roll. But I want you to pay attention to the songs that I play. But I met an Ethiopian brother today, right? He had a shirt on similar to this. He had a shirt on. And I was in the Jamba Juice and we were talking. I said salam, and they always look at me like I'm crazy when I say salam because they're not used to somebody like me saying that. So then the brother from Ethiopia, when I said Badia, he really looked at me. When I said Badia, he really looked. I said, oh, that means black slave. He was like, what you know about that? That's exactly how he did it. So I had my brother with me, my brother Derek. He might be on here. Pharaoh. He's a ordained minister out here in Houston, Texas. Ordained minister. Peace, Jaquetta. And I told him to stay close to me so he can hear what the Ethiopian brother was saying. The Ethiopian brother was saying that the Christianity, the black Christians here, is not practicing the true Christianity. So I wanted my brother to be near me so he can hear the conversation. So the brother from Ethiopia was saying that people in the original Bible, which is in Ge'ez, or Ge'ez, G-E-E-Z, in Ge'ez, he said there is no mediator between God and the people. He said there was no Jesus or mediator. He's like, there was no person that you go to Jesus to get to God. That's what he said to me. This is what the brother said to me, right? So as I'm talking to the Ethiopian brother, we building. I'm still out here in Houston. So I'm building with the Ethiopian brother. And he's telling me a lot of stuff. And he said, you're not like most people. You're not like the average black person that's here. And I said, I'm not black. I said, and I pulled out a book. And he took a picture of this book. Oh, here it is. I'm going to show you something before I get into this song. He took a picture of that book. And said, I've never heard of this book before. But you see what he sees right there, right? So he started telling me about Ethiopian and started talking. The brother told me I should go. He said, you got to go, knowing what you know. You got to go. The Christianity we practice in people is not. Then he told me, he said, it talks about how we were the original Jews, right? And he said, then went into Christianity the way they're doing it, right? He said, we were the original Jews in Ethiopia. What he said to me. Never met this guy day in my life. But I was telling him about this. Tawahido. In Islam, it's Tawheed. But Tawahido means one. And I was telling him about that. Don't try to find this book here, y'all. You won't be able to. You will have to go to Ethiopia to try to know somebody that's from there. So said, brother, take my number now. We need to talk. So he's peeping all my stuff on my neck. He said, we need to talk. This is what the brother told me. So I'm saying this to my Christian people that want to be Christians. You're not practicing real Christianity. You're not. Y'all don't understand, all your history was destroyed. There's a picture I used to carry called the Moorish Jews of 1929. 1929. Right? Everything is based on knowledge. I was going to say knowledge is power, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Too boring. Everybody does that. What difference does it make? Radio stations don't want the truth. I was on a radio show today giving a breakdown because I'm on the ground and I've been locked in a house, an apartment for a week out here in Houston, Texas when the storm was going on. When the storm, and I told him, and I really was trying to bite my tongue not to use profanity, but I was kind of pissed off. And I was telling the brother that out here, I was in line when niggas was, I went to stand in line when they opened the stores up. And niggas was talking about a football game when we standing in line in the rain for hours, letting 10 people in at a time in the store. And these black cats was talking about a football game that's coming up. I said, are y'all serious with this, man? Come on, man. We in trouble, dude. The cats in Houston should have been buying boats instead of worrying about buying the sports channel to watch the fight. Now, watch all the Negroes go celebrate Labor Day tomorrow. Watch how many of these Negroes celebrate this Labor Day. Even though we went through a whole storm. You follow me? Listen. And then turn around and want to blame everybody else. I was on the phone with my brother Yasim's wife, Maiva. 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. She's in Spain. She's telling me she went through Katrina. She said, I'm glad you on the ground, Sabir. That's what she told me. From watching it afar, she said she witnessed Katrina. But she said, but watching it from Spain, it's a little different what media is telling you when you're on the ground. And I'm telling her what I've done. I was buying stuff and taking it to shelters, taking it to the mosque, taking it to the Shape Center. I'm taking it around and I'm listening to our people. And we crying about Europeans not picking us up. And I said, I have to keep it real with y'all. I'm going to keep it real. I hear people on Facebook saying that white people was riding past y'all. Do you really expect them to pick you up? Do you really expect them to look out for you when you already supposed to be prepared? And it wasn't all Europeans riding past people and doing stuff. No, stop lying. It was Europeans trying to help people. I saw it firsthand. So some of them still have racism in them. Let's keep it real. Let's tell the good with the bad. So do you really think or expect your enemy to help you? You really expect your enemy to help you when your own people is not even helping? Your own people wasn't even helping. Come on, man. Mexicans was helping. Yeah. They didn't put that on the news though, did they? Mexicans was helping. The Mexican government wanted to give help out. I'm keeping it real. Again, this is nothing that I'm seeing on TV. We were out here. I was on the ground. I was buying stuff. I was stuck here, but even though when it opened up, they was opening up, letting 10, 20 people in the store when you can only buy 2 cases of water. That's it. So I had to leave from one store to go to another store to buy some other water just to have more water and toilet paper for people. It wasn't for me because I was good. So when I was dropping the stuff off, and then you had some places that were charging $40. Instead of worrying about them selling $40 and complaining, right? Why don't you videotape it, charge those people for doing that, or take advantage of people? Just like some of these churches, some of these organizations are taking advantage of people. People, we cannot keep allowing these people that look like they want to help our people to speak, man. I'm serious, man. So when I do my videos, I'm showing y'all how to prepare mentally, physically, and mentally. I eat once a day, so I was good, right? I went out today and bought books, but I'm going to show y'all something. When I'm going to play this video for y'all, and I'm going to read some of this stuff. So people say, oh, this doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Everything, this is new. This is new. This is new. And I'm going to explain that. This is new. This is new. This is new. So how do you be prepared? Knowledge, they say, is power, but do you really want it? They say when you get knowledge, you have a responsibility, rather it hurts someone's feeling or not, to tell it. I'm not a cat that deal with emotionalism, yo. I don't deal with emotionalism. You can leave that over there. You can play the white game, black game, this game, that game. That's on you. Understand who you are. And that's what Yasim's wife was telling me. She said, get your mind right first and stop blaming other people. Understand what's going on. I'm not even home. You talking about studying. That ain't nothing I showed you. We ain't even over this side. We're not even over here. We're not even on this side of the books. I'm sitting in the middle on the floor. We ain't done. I'm not even home. So get your mind right. Stop blaming people, yo. Yes, you right. I eat out of the books. I'm sure good spared all of those churches. Did he really spare the churches? Yes, I stay with the books, baby. Don't get it twisted. Man, I don't even know how I'm gonna get these darn books home. I'm gonna be real. So cats talking about black power and protests and all this crazy stuff. I'm gonna play something for y'all. Remember I told you? Remember I told y'all before? Shout out to my brother Bruce for always pulling these videos and posting them up. Shout out to the brother for always posting the videos up before they pull them down. But I got something I want y'all to hear. Y'all ready? I told you, music. And I'm gonna go into some history. Shout out to all my Cape Verdeans, all my Ethiopians, all my Caribbean people. We're one. We're one. The mind has nothing to do with emotional. The mind is the thing. Listen, a lot of these cats is emotional, bruh. I'm keeping it real. They're emotional. Listen, I want y'all to hear something. Y'all ready? Listen close. Listen to this.
Salam Saeed, provide the beat. I think this will do. Gather round. You don't need to be stressing. You don't need to be guessing. The Obama deception, that was just one lesson. The military got all kind of weapons, and most of them are pointed at us from different directions. You looking for the same look. You protesting their guns, but you using their Facebook. Oh, you don't get it yet? The American military captured the world with an internet. You using military tools, and if you use these tools in school, you're in military school. Don't be fooled, man. Don't you realize it's humanity that rules? God will not lose. It's not about what's outside of me. The question is, what can you do without the use of technology? Can you sing? Can you run? Can you weave? Can you draw? Can you dance? Can you perceive? What do you believe? Do you believe your world is ending on 2012 and Christmas Eve? Mind over matter, matter over mind. Where's the ladder? Either way, we gon' climb. Up, 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 up. I ain't finished yet. My skills ain't diminished yet. I'm that MC that shows you how ill it get. Open your eye. Tell me if you feel it yet. I hope you alive your soul. Did they steal it yet? Well, if they didn't, to you this was written. Get off the block before the clock starts whipping.
Yo, did you hear what he said? All the protesting that cats is talking about black power, yet he said you're protesting, but you using their internet and their Facebook. Their Facebook. You heard what he said before 2012. So this was before 2012. 2011. Come on, man. Come on, man. You have to understand what's going on, yo. This is why when I go into radio stations, I was killing it with the knowledge and the music. I'm going to show y'all something. Remember, get this right. Get this. And this is what they're playing with. You see, let me show you how many books I got stating on this. Hold up, let me show you this, and then I'm gonna go into some history. You see that? These books, I have a bunch of these home, but I went and bought some more. You gotta study this book. It's hell of a crazy. You will understand everything. They playing with people, okay? Why you think I don't get upset at nobody and nothing at all? Because I know the game that's being played on us. Constantly. Constantly. We want to play the black and white game. I told you when I was speaking with my Ethiopian brother today. He was kind of floored. But I'm going to show y'all some stuff. Hold on one second. I got to turn another light on. I need another light on. Let me see something because it's kind of hot in here too. I'm going to share something with y'all. And I'm going to show y'all something in the book. Then I'm going to take you back to Haiti and show you, like I said, I didn't see no Indian people going through it. I didn't see no Ethiopian people going through it. I didn't see none of them going through none of this. But yet we wait for something to happen. I have a space in Denver. We can do a lesson. David Banner was out here. Set it up. Karen McGee is on there. Jessica Abraham Hogan is on here too. You can contact her on Facebook. Jessica's on here. She's part of the Sabir Bey team. Jessica's there. Karen McGee, the whole nine. Right? My brother Narayan is on here too. So it's happening. There are those that yelling black power but steady collecting green dollars off the very same ones they claim and love to. Yeah, being real. You got to keep it real. The good and the bad. So I'm going to show y'all something. Are y'all ready? Bear with your brother for a minute. I went and picked up this book today. How many people are familiar with Montezuma? I shared this with a sister today, and I was asking, I ain't trying to put on the spot, but I asked her a question. Right? I asked her a question, and I said, do you know who Montezuma is? She didn't know who Montezuma was. Everybody should know who Montezuma is. The problem is, we only taught about slavery. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? We only know about slavery. We don't know nothing about Spain. This is why I tell you to pick up books on Spain. I'm home. All these books is on Spain. You see this? 1229. You see this? 1415, 1670. You see this? Remember I told you pick up books on Spain? You want to find your history? Right? Spell what? Spell what you want me to, what you need me to spell? Since you're talking knowledge, how do we get, oh, okay, this is that person again, y'all. Somebody please respond to him because he keeps saying the same thing over and over and over. He has an issue within himself. Remember I just told you people got issues within themselves? Somebody please respond to that person, Jordan. Good God, man. I can't spell it. Spell what? What you needed me to spell? Montezuma? I said Montezuma. Montezuma. I'm going to show you a picture. Here's Montezuma right there. You see what it looked like? But I'm going to show you. Hold up. Let me flip this book. Remember I told you study Spain. Thank you, Terry. Already know, Terry. Tell them, give them the slogan, Terry. But look at the year, 1492. 1229 to 1492. What happened at that time frame? You see that? 1229 to 1492. 1492 to 1763. Thank you, brother. It's not my job to get him out of debt. But look, you see how Montezuma look? But look down here what it says. You see that? The Emperor Montezuma. It's a painting. They said it's a powerful image of Montezuma, right? Yeah, it was the Moors that did it, right? But they don't tell you that he looked like that. Don't he look like one of us? He looks like one of us, don't he? Right? He looks like us. But what happened? Montezuma was stoned. He was stoned to death. He actually got hit in his head with a brick. because he was going to the so-called Spanish whites. He took sides of the white Spaniards. He was stoned. Most of your black leaders gonna get stoned. You look like my uncle? Yeah. So what happened? He went with the Europeans, and they said, nigga, you turned your back on us. And they stoned him. It's the same thing's going to happen with these people in these churches that's lying to people. It's going to happen to these pastors that's running around out here. All of them. It's going to happen. It's coming. And that's what Sister Umi, Yassim's wife, was telling me. She said, all this stuff is written, Sabir. She said, and I said, what about the people that's doing all the dirt? She said, it's been written. All these things are going to happen in the so-called last days. She said, so don't even drift into what they're talking about, because it's going to happen. So we're going to stone our own people. Because you got people right now, right now, that look like you and I, supposed to be with us, that's leading us straight to hell. In the Marines, there's a song called From the Halls of Montezuma to the Shores of Tripoli. Ain't that right, Terry? Ain't that the song, Terry? In the Marines? But cats ain't getting the real history. The Marines, or the Moors, they have a tank in the military called Hannibal. Hannibal, right? Where is Tripoli at, y'all? Where's Tripoli at? They never showed you that picture of Montezuma. Why? Because you will start putting two and two together. You'll start putting two and two together to understand what's going on. That's how you free people. The problem is we put ourselves, see Terry know, we put ourselves in these predicaments and then trying to find a microwave way out of something. And don't want to take the responsibility, because when you get this knowledge to become responsible, what some people do is take advantage of people and trying to fleece people, rob people, lie to people, act like they're educated, and they say, I got the answers. Sabir Bey don't have all the answers. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't. But I can tell you what I've researched for myself. And when you hear Chris say things, majority of the stuff he will tell you, I gave him information. And he will let you know that. KRS One, that is, for y'all that don't know. Okay? Okay, so Montezuma was a brother. Now y'all know. So as I'm reading this book, I ran across something else. Let me show y'all something. I want y'all to pay attention. You say polite, don't know. He got to speak for that. Y'all, that's y'all. Y'all got to deal with that dude. If that's what he's doing, y'all got to deal with him. So, Empire of Spain. I told you, don't look for your history in slavery. And I'm going to show you why. Remember what I said about that? Again. So, bear with me. Show you the name of the book again. Empire of How Spain Became a World Power. 1492. How did they become a world power? I'm going to show you how they became a world power. Follow me for a minute. Look at this article from 1938. Do you see that article? Will Spain fall once before the same Moorish tribes that conquered her in 711? 1938. Ohio newspaper. Right? Let me open this up for y'all so you can see this. The Moors was really nomadic tribes of Berber Hamitites. In northern Africa, they were dark-skinned, sometimes almost black, displaying the olive hue. They don't teach this, right? So am I making sense? I'm trying to show you how Montezuma was a Moor too. Once they conquered the Moors, you see that the Moors as a race, it didn't say religion. You see that? See, this is the. If he was paying attention, he would know how to get himself out of it instead of interjecting. It's called listening first. That's the problem with people. We don't listen. So I'm showing you what's going on, right? Now remember what I said. Look at the book. So look what it says in this book. I'm going to show you. And I bought this book today. Here you go. Look what it says here. Wait a minute. Let me find it. They were given a collective name. I want you to see this. A collective name, Negritos. Now this is how you do research. I'm going to show y'all something, how deep this thing goes. You remember what I said? Right? Bear with me. Bear with me. This is how you cross-examine everything. I want you to see Negreto or black, which is what? Like the word Moro. Moro is the people in the Philippines. They still you. If you talk to any person from the Philippines, right, which means meaningless, which was a meaningless, what? Extension of Asia. Elijah Muhammad, Noble Drew Ali said we were the Asiatics, so we're still Moors. But when you go, you'll see Philippines. Ask anyone from the Philippines, who were they? They're going to tell you, if you know what you're talking about, they're going to tell you that we're Moro, which is the same. Negritos or black. Same thing. Moors. That's another term for Moor. Okay? So, Spanish too. Remember what I told you. Don't look for your history in slavery. Know why they took all your history away from you. Okay? So you would never come back to understanding this. There is a coffee shop I go to, and the lady was from Philippines. She said, no. And I said, you're not Filipinos, you're Moros. And she said, yes. How did you know? Because I'm not a black person like half of these black people. Right? So now, remember what I told you? Nubian, Ethiopian, and Moor of ancient Egypt. Right? Negro, you see that? Negretta. You see this? Of all from West Africa, all the above native African words. Negro is probably the oldest. But when you go further, here. There goes your word right there. Didn't you see that in the book right there? Didn't you just see that right here? You see that? Hold up. Back over here again. Total different book. But black and colored like white, on the other hand, are European words. Ethiopian and Moors are properly used to describe the so-called blacks into the 1500s. Yes. See? I'm only here to present it. That's my job, is to present it. So we play the Mexican game, the black game, the brown game. Let me take y'all to Haiti real quick before I get into this. And I just bought this book. I just bought this book today. It's not even Haiti. Haiti. Yeah, it does. That's what you gotta understand history. So when you look up stuff, you will find that in this book too. It's a breakdown in this book. Right? But when I pull out, and all this is related to one another. This is what I'm trying to show y'all. It's all related. So hold up. This is the Constitution of Haiti, right? 1805. 1805 of Haiti, right? But wait a minute. Look what it says in it, number 14. You see this? Ceased, Haitian shall be henceforward be known only by the generic application of blacks. Yes, it's meaningless. Yes. But we'll get into that, brother. It says meaningless. You got to understand what they're trying to say in it. Listen, people. The whole process of them denationalizing the people. Rock with me for a minute. I'm trying to go there with y'all to show y'all what they have done globally. So, the generic application of blacks. This is in the Haiti Constitution. This is what they wrote in the Haiti Constitution. So obviously it was not called black people. So even when you read Moro, this is even with the Treaty of Guadalupe, how the Mexicans had to be classified as being white in order to get a privilege. They had to be classified, not as being dark skin, brown skin, whatever we want to call ourselves. I showed you Montezuma. So in Philadelphia is a known fact. In 1774, right? Our nationality was taken, and none of your black leaders are telling us that, right? In Philadelphia. In 1774, Negro, black, and colored, the nationality was taken in 1774. 1779, Negro, black, and colored was placed on you. Think about it. They'll tell you Moors is meaningless. It's nothing. Don't you hear black people say that? Don't they say, oh, the Moors are gone? Don't these black leaders say that? Where the word motto. I'm going to go back to it. But wait a minute. Don't they say that in school? Oh, the Moors are just these people that disappeared. Oh, the Moors is nothing. They're gone. They dead. Don't they say that? But they let you label the people as Negro, black, and colored. Remember, Moors are gone. The history is wiped out. Spain won. They done. Yes, they say the same thing. Do you understand the pattern? You follow the pattern? So why the black people or the black leaders still saying all of us are not Moors? Because they don't understand history. But I'm going to show y'all something. They say this a lot, right? So before Columbus, and it's noticed I'm not even home. You see when I'm sitting here on a floor, right? And I'm going to play a video and I want y'all to pay attention to it. You see what he says in here? The Moorish rights. All this is in here. Now I showed you they said what we were before 1492. Yes. Hold up. I'm glad you asked that question. Where's my book at? Let me show my sister this. See how fast I flipped to this page? This is Ancient and Modern Bricks. Written in 1884. 1884. So you asked me the question, right? Look what William Penn said. And where was William Penn at? In 1681, the Indians of New England, or Moors, as they was pronounced by the settlers, to be pronounced by William Penn, is to be as black as gypsies. You see that? So you asked me that question again? I'm going to show you how you tie everything together. You just asked me that question, right? And see how I flipped to it? It was interchangeable. But you don't want to believe me, right? So we're going to sit this book to the side. Let's go into their book again. Early Spanish Main. Right? Let me show y'all something. How Europeans study our history. Aboriginal conditions. You see this down here? Cuba, Haiti, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, and also the Bahamas Islands. You see that? Why Spain keep popping up? They were the first people. I'm going to get in close a little bit for y'all. They were the first people to be called Indians. Do y'all see that? Let me go back to that. Cuba, Haiti, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Bahamas. They were the first people to be called Indians. So when you see Montezuma, hold up, when you see him, right? Let me show you him, you automatically say Indian. But not making sense that this was a Moor, which was your ancestors. But it's just like today, they're turning against their own people. Are you follow me? This is Montezuma. And they'll tell you it's a powerful image. This is why Europeans continue to rule you. They can never have you learning anything about your history. Portuguese in West Africa. I keep repeating these books for people and showing y'all the cross-reference. Right? The Moors of Guinea. You see that? The Moors of Guinea. Docket number 18, note number 9. You say I'm on a whole nother level? You got to understand this, man. This is I don't get caught up in these people emotion stuff. And that's why I played the track, What Would You Do Without Technology?
It's about knowing how to combat with these Europeans. I told you I was on the phone with my sister from Spain. She said, Sabir, you can catch a ferry to Africa. Spain is part of Africa. The weather is the same as in Africa. Come on, man. It's the same. So listen, I want to play something for y'all. Give me a minute. I'm going to play something for you, and I want y'all to pay attention. No, that's not it. It's not what I want. I'm going to play something for y'all, but I want y'all to pay attention. Everybody's okay? Because I'm not going to be on here long tonight. I'm not going to be on here long tonight, but I want you to do your research. I want you to get into the research. As tactical, I'm gonna play something for y'all. Books are more knowledgeable. Some people don't think, they didn't think it's the football game. Etymology, open door. Etymology or etymon. Etymon is the origins of words. And that's the most powerfulest thing. Etymology. Origins of words. I'm gonna play something for y'all. You okay? Can I play this track for y'all? Now I want y'all to pay attention. We good? Hold up. Wait a minute. Peep it. Check it out. Listen up. Listen close. Listen, and I'm gonna explain this. Remember what I told you? As tactical. Visions is everything, yo. Whole new generation to teach.
Mad lions all on the track, all on the boards right now.
This is how you open people's minds.
Where you gonna get it like this? Where you gonna get it like this?
Higher level. Higher level. Look, see that? If you don't like what you
Singing, you sing a different hook. If
you don't like what you
cooking,
you read a different book.
if you don't like what you wearing, you get a different look. You wanna be skate on Armageddon? See the different look. When knowledge is right there, we don't even look. December 2012 got this whole world shook. But look, the last days for others and the first days for us. The question to ask is who can you trust? Respect to all that 2012 stuff. But when you really study it, it's clear. It don't apply to us. Yo,
Hollywood lies to us.
all day. The question is what does
Your culture say.
your culture at? Who's your prophet? What history guides your spiritual logic? It starts with a story, then it's hypnotic. And any myth that comes along, you just adopt it. And why? Because your culture, you forgot it. December 2012, let's continue this topic. Turn the page. The present world age began 3,114 BC. According to the Mayan calendar, this age concludes December 21st, 2012 AD. This 5,125 year cycle of time is one world age. Nothing changes overnight. It's all a process of transition. It happens over many days. In the Mayan calculation, a pin is one day. The Mayan urinal, that's 20 days. The tune is 360 days. The cartoon is 7,200 days. The rock tune is 144,000 days. They apply that to the Milky Way. In the cycles, they saw the sun moving across the Milky Way's equator, lining up with other galactic neighbors. We've been shifting for 30 years, it seems, from 1980 to about 2016. The shift is now, it's occurring now. But if you're learning from the movies, you won't know how to survive or stay alive after the storm. 'Cause after that, a new world order is born.
You don't know, man, about the no
man. You still watching Lindsay, you don't see that low hand? Let's go, man, the flood is coming. Don't be scared, get prepared, keep your motor running. Rock with
Flood is coming.
higher
Stay
level,
prepared.
higher level, higher level, higher level, higher level, higher level. Yep, it's all
Listen.
mind control. Here's the philosophy. Cortez knew about the Aztec prophecy. Before
Listen.
he invaded their society, he studied their cultural psychology. He knew they had armor, guns, and speed, so he arrived in the Aztec year
Don't
one.
read.
That's the year Quincy
this.
Cortez played on religious beliefs and blinded the Aztecs because he was a thief.
You heard what he said? They played on people's religion.
Knowing the gods are gonna strike you. In fact, every 13 cartoons you see, the Mayans are visited with a catastrophe. So every 256 or 7 years, the Mayan people live with this fear. On the island of Tyasaw, now Flores, the Spanish came on with this knowledge. They knew, according to the Mayan heavens, that the next cycle was 1697. So as the Mayans stood there fixed on the heavens, the Spanish showed up with all of the
Spanish.
March 13th,
Hear it?
1697. The Mayan people learned a terrible lesson. Your fears and tears are used against you. 80% of world control is mental. But back to the Mayans, they're getting some more. 257 years after Tyasaw, the U.S. got coup, overdosed their democracy in 1954. That's exactly 257 years from when the Spaniards arrived at their shores. I'm getting to the core of the lesson. Let's see what happens in 2211. That's the next cycle, so people remember. Like 2012 to 21st of December. Consciousness may shift, you may turn the light, but you are the universe, you're gonna be alright. The pole may shift, your soul may lift to higher consciousness, but you know all this. The educated style will persist. Forget the fear, it's knowledge that runs all
You
this.
heard what he said? Forget the fear. It's knowledge that runs everything.
Higher level. Man, we going up. Yo, give him that track.
85% of world control is mental. Remember what I said? It's knowledge that destroys everything.
Mad Lions all on the track. Rock
Track
that
is called
shit.
Ass Tactical.
Rock that. Rocking them drums to that thing, man. Rock on.
As tactical. So, when I was doing radio, I would bring the fire. Remember what I told y'all? You have to study Spain. Understand? And if I was home, if you ever go to my old videos, you see me building on Spain. So no matter what book you pick up, you're going to see the Moors mentioned in every last one of these books. The Pope and everybody was involved in that. They can never have you so-called Negroes, black, and colored people to ever rise up again. I just showed you the Haitian Constitution. The Haitian Constitution show you that black was generic. We caught up in so much emotionalism. Knowledge runs everything. Why you think I don't get upset about nothing? This is my again, just in case y'all don't know. There we go. Here we go again. Not the football game. I don't watch football. Your boy don't watch football. Not at all. I don't entertain it. So, here you go. And I'm sick and tired when I'm watching people on these shows keep talking about marching and what we need to do and waiting for the Europeans. Here you go. Some more history. So if you don't study what Noble Drew Ali was saying, we are the original Asiatics, people. Moors, again, as a race. You have many different ways, and these people was the albinos. The 20 Moors was the albino ones. Albino Negroes, called white Moors. White is a status, people. It is not a people. It's a status. They're pink and brown people. And let me tell you something, because I know my brothers share these things out, and I know some of my black power people get mad. Get out of your emotions, yo. Get out of your emotions, and that's why. How could you talk about the white man and you running right here with their Facebook? You got their Facebook, you got their Instagram, you got their Twitters, you got their YouTubes. You talk about the white man. That's why he's laughing at y'all. He's really laughing at all of y'all. I'm laughing. It's a joke to me. I know who I am. I know what's going on. I know the game that's being played. So people keep saying, how do I get out of child support? How do I get out of taxes? How do I get out of debt? That don't exist. None of this stuff exists. If you right within yourself, remember Lauryn Hill talked about that? Being right within. Don't catch contracts. Understand this. Go out and try to buy some of this kind of stuff. I just bought this today. I don't know if I'm gonna take it home, but I just bought it today. I just bought it. Buy stuff that will empower you. Okay? Buy stuff that will empower you. Here you go. Talk to different people. All this is in here. Yup. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? My Brent is on fire. He said, how you gonna win when you ain't right within? And this is why my sister, Maeva, Yasim's wife, called me. She said, Sabir, you in the right place at the right time. You there for a reason, brother. It ain't that you got stuck in Houston just to be stuck in Houston. She said, you there because you know what's going on. And your knowledge of all your surroundings. This is why you don't hear me get mad, upset, cuss somebody out, mother effer, this and that. Even though dudes trying to come on here and come at me, you're going to lose. You're really going to lose. Okay? So, it's not going to happen. How can I need to get this on to the next one. So, I told you I'm not going to be long, but I'm going to be strong. See, people ain't ready for the real information. Y'all not ready for the real information. I got one more song if y'all don't mind. And the reason why I'm playing these songs is because I want you to pay attention, listen, and I want to go into some stuff before I get off here. And if I'm in error, I told y'all before, I'll bow down. Straight up. I'll bow down with no doubt. But one thing I will do, I'm going to kill it with facts. So give me a minute. I'm gonna set something up for y'all so y'all can follow me for a minute. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find something in here. Okay. Everybody all right? I'm not in error. Hey, listen, some people will think so because they operate with their emotions. That's why they would think. I don't give a darn if you're an attorney. I don't care if you're a politician. Let me tell you something. If a politician knows this and an attorney knows this, they would tell their people the truth. I had cats that tell me that just play the game, Sabir, get the money. Get the money to do what? Let me tell you why I won't accept certain things. And I always ask my people. Because there's always something else attached. You ever see somebody dangle something in front of somebody? That's what they're doing. They're dangling things. And then what happens is something else on the other end of that. It's something on the other end of that, man. For real. So that's why I don't just accept anything from anybody. I'm going to sit here. And somebody told me yesterday, why don't you go to college? And I said, college would kick me out of there. They would kick me the hell out of that college. Okay? But wait a minute. The Bible, the description of him. Boy, let me tell you, the Bible got a lot of stuff in there, though. But if you ain't reading, if you ain't go to a Tawahedo church, which, if you don't know what that is, let me focus this over here for y'all. This is why Ethiopians laugh at a lot of black people that is Christians, because they know that you're not studying true Christianity. They know you're not studying. What's up, Al? They know you're not studying true Christianity. So let me show y'all something. Y'all ready? This is a new KRS One piece. I'm gonna let y'all hear this, and I'm gonna explain this song that this just came out 2017, May 10th. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen.
As long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening. You like me, you
like me. Listen.
If I'm talking about drinking and nothing about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why,
you like me,
you like me, you like me.
That's your people's. Listen.
But the second I start with with the state of the economy. Black leadership, black cards, and black sovereignty. That's what you can't seem to follow me. Confusion.
Hold up. I had to pause this for a minute, y'all. Hold up. Did you hear what he said? When I talk about sovereignty. So I'm going to go right back. Bear with me with this. Let's flip it to the... Bam. Anyone in law should know this. Anyone in law. He said, when I start talking about sovereignty, here you go. You see that? You see that? A political body consisting, right, of the entire number of citizens and citizens and qualified electors, who in their collective capacity possesses the power of sovereignty and exercise them through their chosen representative. You see, y'all, I want y'all to get that. Do y'all get that? Where your black people at? Why are they not telling y'all that? So it says C. Scott versus Sanford. Every attorney's supposed to know this case. Every attorneys. Maybe the black attorneys don't know, but they tell y'all this. C. Scott versus Sanford. So is sovereignty something wrong, people? Is sovereignty wrong? Nope. Sovereign power. Sovereign. Sovereign rights. The rights. But it doesn't apply to black people because you're African American or black. Remember? When you study this case, and I have the case if anybody want it, it's masses of pages. It says the descendants of Africans, those that was imported into this country and sold as slaves, could not be citizens. They play no part of sovereignty. So you have Negroes on radio and TV that knows nothing about sovereignty will argue with somebody who do know something about it. Okay? So all this down here is dealing with sovereignty. Did I make this up? Everybody see this? Okay? You see me making this up? You see me making this up? You see this? So I told you before, when Karis once said what he does in music is what I do in the books because it needs to be put out there. He told me never stop. So listen.
You feel like you losing, I'm no longer amusing. This song's about choosing while you cruising. Either black entertainment or the black revolution. People love to see a young black man rap until he wakes up and realizes he's caught in the trap. So as long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening. You like me,
You like me acting like a fool. Listen.
If I'm talking about drinking and nothing about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why, you like me, you like me. But the minute I get in it about the way these rappers spit it, the minute I start spitting that truth, it comes a critic. I freestyle off the top like removing your Yankee fitted, but they not really checking for skills, they want the gimmick. Many of the challenges we face, we can solve them, but there's no trust, no unity, and that's the problem. Black people fighting amongst themselves, that's the problem. White people fighting amongst themselves, that's the problem. U.S. foreign policy is simply just bomb them. Rebels against their own government, the U.S. arms them. Then when things get out of hand, yeah, they try to calm them. More money, more diplomacy, just charm them. If that doesn't work, then they move to Osama. Turn them into a terrorist so they can disarm them. Through the corporate media, we don't stand a chance, but too many people want us to just stand and dance. So as long as I'm dancing, acting or rapping, walking around like I don't know what's happening, you like me, you like me. If I'm talking about drinking and not about thinking, as long as I'm high and I never ask why, you like me, you like me.
The song is called You Like Me.
You like me, you like me, you like me.
So, as long as I'm wearing a suit and a tie and saying, yes, sir, you like me. Long as I'm bootlicking, you like me. Long as I throw the football, you like me. So when I start talking about sovereignty and really what's going on and who we are, stay away. He's crazy. He's a conspiracy theorist. I don't deal with conspiracy theories. I deal with factology. Facts. Facts. Not my emotions, not my belief systems. Facts. Cats don't want this, man. I've been on many radio shows and I can feel the tension. It's like, you ever hear that Paul, whatever this game, I forgot the guy. He's the air. I can hear it, Phil Collins. I can feel it coming in the air. When I sit in a radio station, I can feel it, that they scared to death. This nigga, we don't know what Sabir might say out his mouth. Oh, you like me if I'm saying, yes, sir, everything is good. Let's get the money. You heard what he said? It's always something that they got up their sleeve. And I'm telling y'all, they're watching this video. And my brother Bruce, he's going to post this back up on YouTube for you. Believe me, they watching this, but they scared to death to say something. They are petrified. But they'll hit me in my inbox and say, bro, you should chill. You shouldn't say anything. You shouldn't talk like that. No. Take this money, be quiet, Sabir. Nah, I'm good. If you want to back me, for real? Put some money up, let's do some movies. Put some money up, let's get some real stuff popping on XM Radio. Y'all should reach out to XM Radio and Sirius Radio. Holla, tell them you want to sponsor them shows over there. Let's get it popping for real. Because I can play music. I can play real R&B. I can do a lot of that stuff. But I'm going to play the stuff that have a message in it. This is why they have to try to tell people that it's old school. Do you understand? Let me flip this around so y'all can see. You see what year this came out? May 10th, 2017. May 10th. The song was called You Like Me. Okay? There you go. So they have people caught up in this old school stuff. Hip-hop is less than 50 years old. It's a young genre out of R&B, rock and roll, jazz. It's the youngest. It's only true school, not old school. True school, not old school. True school, not old school. Had to say that a couple times. Why don't you do your own show on YouTube? Nah, it's a difference, brother. I did radio. I can go back. It's not a problem. See, y'all don't get it. I can go back. I did radio for real for 15 years. I'm 15 years in the game before YouTube and Facebook. I choose not to because I was doing films. I can go back. Believe me. And it'll be the hottest thing out. Believe me. But radio and TV is based on sponsorship. I choose not to get nothing from them, because if you get something from them, what happens, they tell you what to do. So if we put our money together and make it happen our way, then we can. I don't care where I'm at, if it's Vegas, Boston, Texas, wherever, we can make it pop. It doesn't matter if you're on YouTube. They control YouTube. So again, if you want to reach the masses of people on another scale, you do it on a radio. That is the most powerfulest tool. So this is why I always tell people, if you love it, support it. If you know somebody that's in radio. My sister's on here right now. I ain't gonna air her out. But my sister has a radio show, and hopefully I'll be in Vegas with them real soon. With them. So y'all can always go to Sabir Bey Radio at gmail.com and support. Sabir Bey Radio at gmail.com. Hey, listen. I'll be ready to compromise. Y'all don't understand. Your brother be ready to compromise. I'm so serious. But every time I hear Tariq Bey name, his voice is in my head. Like, nigga, don't you dare do that. I hear Taj's head. I hear Taj be like, nigga, don't you do that. I'll be like, I'll be like, I got him. I'll get like the ministers in the church or some of these conscious dudes that like to duke people. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe, because I'm studying this. Yeah, I am. But if I was trying to keep you under me, I wouldn't even show you none of this. This seriously, I wouldn't even tell you about this, because this is the game they play on y'all. See, people would never teach. Listen, they say, it's a saying that said, people in power would never teach the powerless how to take power from them. People in power would never teach the people. People in power will never teach the powerless to take power from them. So why would I teach you something if I want to keep you under me? I'm trying to tell y'all. I looked at The Art of War and skipped. Hey, that book, listen, I got one with it. Listen, you can go to sleep with this joint. Hold on, look at this. Bam. Go to sleep with this. Meditate on this. I don't know who Jesus is. I'm Jesus. I'm Jesus. Go to sleep on this, baby. It's not, I don't, listen, y'all want to talk about Jesus, go to a Christian church and talk about that. I don't want to talk about Jesus. I don't want to talk about that's irrelevant talk. We talked about those things before. I'm pretty sure you can find a YouTube with somebody talking about the mysterious Jesus and what it represents, and he's the son, and I ain't talking about that. I'm not even know it. I want to talk about stuff that you don't know. That's where I'm at. And I wish y'all go support. Hit up Sabir Bey Radio at gmail.com, the PayPal support. But let me show you something before I go. Look up Tawahido. These are the ancient, these are Moors. Okay? Where's my other book at? This is the Moors right there. Please learn Amharic. Learn Amharic. Study Tawahido. Okay? So I'm going to show y'all something from this book that was from Ethiopia. And when you know your history, you would know everything that's going on. Look up these people. And it was funny that I was talking to the Ethiopian brother, and we talked about the swastika. And he said, yes, the swastikas is us. And he talked about, there you go, see that North African Jews? So these are the Zegwe people. These people right here, Zegwe is right there. That's all you gotta do is study the history, dude. I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. Please just study it. Study etymology, study etymon, study the origins of words, and maybe, I don't know, maybe y'all get something out of it. I don't know. But I'm going to close out with, what can I close out with? Y'all ready? I'm going to close out with one more song. Hope everybody enjoyed yourselves. I want y'all to sit back and listen to this last song, because I'm ready to go. I got to eat. I ain't eat all day. Listen to this new track by KRS-One 2. Listen.
Aquí no hay frontera.
Shout out to my Mexican.
Lo que nombraron los Estados Unidos detiene la sangre de nuestra raza. Somos una gente ancestral con un futuro brillante. Que viva México!
How then can they talk about some order when they hardly invade us? And how then can they reform immigration when they
Listen.
America existed before Columbus. 30,000 years ago, we were here in Mexico. We're so mama chickens that cock your rifle, let it blow. Blow, 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 blow. All invaders gotta go. This one for my people, my Mexicano people. The whole earth is yours and no human is illegal. Come across the border, every woman and man. The U.S. is the alien. Mexico, this is your land. How then can they talk about some order when they hardly invade us? And how then can they reform immigration when they invade us? We see the same men living out like cavemen, coming out the cave and them trying to enslave men. How can we obey them? It's better we betray them. Rise up like the Reverend Nat Turner and slay them. Mexican people, get your education. Tell your little children that this is their nation. You own California, you own Arizona, you own San Diego and Texas, the Lone Star. So how then can they talk about some order when they hardly invade us? And how then can they reform immigration when they invaded their neighbor? Take a look at Mexico.
Listen.
Look at New Mexico. What is a New Mexico? If there is a Mexico, all of America they used to call a Mexum. Immigration laws are a fraud and we reject them. We are the Alma Toltec, pyramid builder, astronomer, philosopher and healer. Mexican people, rise up right now and realize this is your land now. Sing, how
out. He said, get out. You can only hear that when I'm on the radio, Jack. Trust me. Only hear that when I'm on the radio. Came out in 2013. Y'all think radio don't want to play this for y'all? July 6, 2013. And I was with Chris on many occasions, and he spit that, and the Mexicans lost their freaking minds. Lost it. Only way, when I go back to the airwaves, this is what I would bring with this knowledge. That's how I get down in radio. You want to free people? This is what you give them. You give them the tools to free themselves. Peace, y'all. Share it out. Support Sabir Bey Radio at gmail.com. I'm out.